guys, I hope you're doing well. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, my name is Mpho. I'm a CA and I like to chat all things properties, careers, life, business. So feel free to look around and maybe you will find something that you like. For today's episode, I actually wanted to say thank you to you guys for 500 subscribers. That's where we are. And soon, we'll be thanking each other for 100,000 subscribers, okay? That's the dream, that's the vision, and that's what we're working towards. You know, when I started this channel, I knew what I wanted to share, and I'm glad for the opportunity to actually be sharing my journey as a CA, my journey as someone who's in corporate, and you know, everything else that I do around that. But this video is actually more about you. I actually want to try persuade you to start a YouTube channel as well, or to put out content online in whatever platform that you decide you want to go with. And I'm actually comfortable to share this at this point because I just realized that I've just passed the cringe test. So if you guys aren't aware what that is about, when you're making videos or putting out content online, be it a podcast or videos, long form, short form, however it is, and then you find someone, right? Picture this, you find someone you work with or your boss, and they say, oh my gosh, Mpho, I found your YouTube channel. I realized about a week ago that I stopped cringing when learning that people know of my platform, my YouTube channel. And that's because deep down internally, my videos have passed what I consider to be good quality. Initially, I didn't want people to know I had a YouTube channel because they were just not good videos that I was putting out there, which is expected when you're starting out, right? So if you are watching and you've actually had a dream of starting a channel, I want you to start one now. And I actually want you to leave me a comment. Let me know what your channel is going to be about. And I will be one of your first subscribers so we can all be beginners together. And I will watch your videos. I will like your videos. I will comment where I can. But yeah, let's start together if you're thinking of starting a channel. Now, I know also that many of you, when you hear you should start a YouTube channel, you're thinking, but I'm not an influencer. And I don't want necessarily people to share in my private life. I don't want to let people in on my private space. I want to address all of that, right? We'll be speaking about what an influencer actually is, and then we'll also be chatting about why you should start a channel, and then lastly, how you can start a channel while still maintaining your privacy. So the first thing, let's define influencer. Now, hold on, I need to bring out my laptop for this. So according to Influencer Marketing Hub, an influencer is someone who has the power to affect the purchasing decisions of others because of his authority, knowledge, position, or relationship with his or her audience. It is someone who has a following in a distinct niche with whom he or she actively engages. Size of the following depends on the niche or the topic that they speak about. Nowhere did it say an influencer is someone who's pretty. Influencer is someone with a great dress sense, best dressed. Nowhere did it say that an influencer is someone with cute kids or a beautiful house and all of those things. An influencer is someone who holds authority over a specific topic. So for example, I can speak about property finance more than the average person. What I do in my day job, I'm a property finance specialist. I'm also a CA. I can speak about accounting and the business world more than the average person can. I understand that more than the average person does. What is your area of influence? What area do you actually have authority on? For example, when I speak to my husband about property, he will be on the design, on the form, on the function of it, in a sense that in a way that an architectural professional would, and I just understand a property as something that must look good, yes, as something that must be in good condition but must make money. That's what I look for as a property financier. So what is your special point? What is it that you can speak about for 10 minutes or for however long? I'm going to give you some of my favorite influencers in the YouTube space and the type of content that they make. Let's start with Latasha James. So she's a social media marketer and she speaks about, or manager rather, and she speaks about social media management. She speaks about freelancing. She is a voice of authority. Whenever I want to think of a marketing or social media strategy, I check out her content, and her views don't necessarily reach, I don't know, hundreds of thousands, even though the quality of her content is really great. But that's because she's niched down so much that only a few individuals would be interested in the topics that she talks about, but she still gets paid for it. She still generates leads for her business. The other example that I can think of is Noguhle Kumalo. I think that's her name. She's a trainee accountant, and her channel is more about You know, when you're working for the first time, you're entering the workforce, you want to decide on what car to buy, you want to decide on which professional banking platform is the best for you, and have views how to file your taxes, and have videos get a lot of views because you can imagine the number of people entering the workforce. There's many of them, and many of them, you know, requiring that sort of assistance. Manoka Mate, with her series, I think it's Your Corporate Hustle, on Twitter, she was hosting Twitter Spaces. I actually started being consistent here on YouTube because of some of the teachings that she shared. So if you want to be someone who's navigated the corporate sector and you would like to help someone else do the same, you could do that. Manoka is doing that. She's actually a coach that helps professionals navigate their corporate life. So there's many things that you can speak about. What is your niche? What is that one topic that you can speak about and that only you can speak about in that way? You know better than the average person. If it's plumbing, if you are a psychologist and want to share real coping mechanisms in these times that are not normal, you can do that. But, you know, leveraging off of what you already know, off of what you're already an expert in, and bringing it across here is how you can have your influence. The next point I want to touch on is, why should you even want to be a YouTuber? And here I'll give you some of the general type of responses as to why you should be, but I'll also apply it mostly to why I wanted to be a YouTuber. The first thing is you just gain confidence in speaking to the public. I know a camera is not the same as speaking to the public, but you'd be surprised at how difficult it is to just sit here and speak to a camera as if there were people around here, as if you're not crazy, and it takes a whole lot of getting used to. So you build that confidence of speaking to an audience, one that you see, one that you don't see. The one important one for me was getting over my fear of being wrong. So I actually am a pretty smart person, and I failed once in my life, like failing a year and having to repeat it. Obviously I failed tests, thought I was gonna die, but ended up not dying. But I really had a really deep sense of fear for being wrong. So I wouldn't sometimes say anything in meetings because I didn't want it to be wrong. And starting a YouTube channel was a way for me to get over that. So I can speak here, say something to potentially millions of people, and if it's wrong, it's wrong. I've said it. I still live to see another day. It has helped me greatly with that. The other reason is you get to build a brand. You get to be known for what it is that you know. For example, I want to be known as a go-to person in the property space, right? If you've got a property deal and you need structure, you need help with structuring it, you need help with raising funding for it, I'm your person for it. That's the brand that I want to build for myself. Many of us are over-reliant on our employers' brands, and I mean, I think that would have been okay in the past, but right now I feel like we also do need our own individual brand. Whilst I am green, I also am very beige and nude, and I want that to be known about me. I work for a bank that's about doing good, you know, and I work for the Green Bank, but at the same time, I also have key vision, a key mission that I'm on. And in everything that I do, I want it to be inclusive. I want people to hear Mpho Makobele and be like, she actually made sure that no one was left behind in this industry that she's in. That's my goal here. The other thing that having a YouTube channel can help you with is you get to sort of hone your leadership skills. And I say this in the sense that when you have a community, so now there's 500 subscribers that I have and I'm very, very grateful for, you sort of have to lead conversations amongst the community. You sort of have to have rules for engagement in that community. And I think it's a way of leading right from where you are. Most of you subscribe from that CASA video that I did, Is Being a CA Worth It? So many of you probably want to be leaders. You either already CAs or want to be CAs. So your ideas is that you will be business leaders. And you can start here, right? By creating your own little corner in the internet and leading there. And then another potential benefit of starting a YouTube channel is that you could make money out of it. If that's what you want. You know, AdSense revenue isn't necessarily the only way to make money. Like I said, I'm in property finance. So if someone watches this video and wants to work with a property banker from, let's say, Netbank, then they can contact me like that, and that's me making money in that way, right? But obviously there's different ways that you can make money off of social media and off of YouTube. Okay, so now hopefully to this point I've given you a clearer or different definition to how you look at influencers. I may have also given you a reason why you actually should start a YouTube channel, but maybe you're still reserved, you're still thinking, but how do I do it in a way that doesn't infringe on my privacy, on the privacy of my family? And I totally relate to that, because I've got 4 people that I share this house with. I've got kids, I've got a husband, and none of them have necessarily signed up to be on YouTube. So how do I come here and build a brand of my own without necessarily infringing on the privacy of my family? The way you can actually maintain privacy is by talking about something, talking about ideas, instead of being the main character of your channel. And this is obviously if you are concerned about privacy. If you're not concerned about it, then you can be the main character, then you can show us around your house, then you can, you can do all of those things, and there's nothing wrong with that. But specifically for the people that don't want to give up that part of their personal space, then you can do that. Speak about ideas, speak about topics, speak about something outside of yourself, right? So educate us on something. If you actually want to entertain, you can actually still also entertain without being the primary character here. Then this is when you would need to get into character. And also just remembering that even lifestyle influencers don't share everything. They share with us what they want us to know. So even with them, even with people whose whole careers online is based on sharing themselves with us, they still curate and narrate how they want that story to come across, right? So that's it. To round it up, you guys, do start a YouTube channel. I think it'll be great for your career. I think it'll be great for your person as you learn to be more confident, and as you learn to build your authority, if you want to be a leader, or because everybody actually is a leader of themselves, right? So you build that authority. You get to think of how you want to tell your story, and you do that. And even if you just want to keep a digital diary, do that, right? As we conclude this video, I say pick a topic that you know a little bit more about than the average person, and then center your content around that topic, so that you don't expose yourself over and above what you want to what you're comfortable with. And then if your content is about entertainment, then think of having a character that you can portray, so that it's still not you as a person, but you are in character, and that you're sharing in that sense. Okay, that's it, you guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget, if you want to start a channel, let me know in the comment section what it's about, and I will be one of your first subscribers, and all of us will have channels, and all of us will keep each other accountable, and we'll help each other grow, right, in this new world of living, in this new world of working, in this digital world. Yeah, I hope you guys keep well. Until next time, bye.